Climate change is the single biggest issue we face as citizens of the Earth. We each have a responsibility to do something about climate change. At Supply Chain, as a consulting company, we would have a fairly minimal carbon footprint. It doesn't matter, we need to do something, and we have. We've looked at energy, we've gone to renewable sources. We've looked at our travel, and we've made restrictions on travel a lot more stringent. Every little bit helps. In November 2006, Supply Chain acquired Velocity, a global software vendor specialising in complex supply chain visibility and optimisation. Velocity has worked for several years with automotive companies to address issues around waste and packaging. Peter Klein, my European manager, telephoned me one day early January to say that because of the work we've done there, we are able now to capture, view and optimise carbon data against our existing financial data. From this, carbonview was born.
What businesses need to understand is that we have a carbon issue, and we're going to face that both now and the future. The question I'm being asked by CEOs is, what should our policy be on carbon management? And secondly, how can we reduce carbon while remaining competitive and profitable at the same time? carbonview is going to help you in 3 areas. Number 1, establish your baseline footprint. Number 2, provide you with a real-time footprint. And number 3, determine the optimal footprint. The 3 of those in combination will give you sustainable carbon reduction. We help a company establish its carbon footprint by first looking at their products and their processes throughout the entire organization first, and then across the extended supply chain. And then what happens is the realities of business start to take place. And so you decide that rather than sending it by truck, it's got to be flown. So all of a sudden you actually have a different carbon footprint for that product for that day. And so we're taking you from this static into a live footprint that's actually what you're using. And it's with that live footprint that you're able to start implementing the changes required to reduce carbon. You can see where in actuality where things are going wrong, and you can change those. Not on some hypothetical plan, but in the reality of running your business. And that's what carbonview is doing.
We're a business of about £900 million turnover. We grew by about 10%, just slightly over 10% in revenue terms last year. Half of our turnover is here in the UK, half of our turnover is in continental Europe. I think it is becoming more and more apparent, both to businesses as well as to consumers, that you know, we can't keep using the environment in the way that we have done. Carbon footprint's becoming more and more important. I mean, from a legislative perspective, then there's more and more legislation being applied to businesses, you know, which makes it cost punitive to not be carbon emission friendly. You know, we're doing things. Whether we're doing enough, I think, is always open for debate. I think we can do more, and that was one of the reasons that we were very keen and very interested in carbonview and what they've got to offer. With carbonview, you know, what I've seen of the business, what I've seen of the model's there, the data's there, the people that power that tool and the data are there, the people that would help our customers are there. So everything is in place. You know, I haven't seen anything like that from anybody else. People talk about it, but it strikes me that carbonview have actually delivered something.
Carbonview is going to bring you to this place where you can make decisions about profitability and carbon reduction. And that's the whole purpose of it.